Hello students. Uh, so this is a course for class 11th mathematics. Uh, as per CBSE, our first chapter is sets. Okay, so we will start with our first chapter, sets. Now, this is a very basic chapter among all the chapters in mathematics of class 11. This is a very basic chapter because the concept of sets will be used in other chapters like trigonometric, sequence and series, and probability. And there are other chapters we will use this concept of sets. Okay, so for that we need to know the basic of set. Okay, so this chapter is all about everything about the basics of set. So we will start with the chapter sets, and our first topic will be what is a set. Our first discussion will be what is a set. Okay. Now, to understand what is a set, let me give the definition for set. The set is defined as a collection of well-defined elements. Okay, this is the definition of set. That collection of well-defined elements. Collection of well-defined elements. Okay. Now, these elements can be objects or we can say members. Okay. So in this chapter, all these three word elements, objects, and members will be used synonymously. Okay. In this chapter set, the element we can say that element is an object or any member. Okay. We can define as an element, object, or member. Next, uh, Next, for example, a set of odd natural number. This is a great example. A set of या फिर a collection of odd natural number. Collection of odd natural number. Collection of odd natural number. So the first odd natural number is 1. After that, odd natural number is 3, then again 5. Next is 7, then it goes on. Okay. So those collection of all those odd natural number will be called as a set of odd natural number. Okay. Now, this collection is also called as a set. And same, we can take some practical examples. For example, the collection of all the rivers of India, then the collection of all the isosceles triangle. So there are infinite numbers of isosceles triangle possible. So collection of all those triangle is a set. Okay. Then collection of prime numbers up to 100. So there are many prime numbers up to 100. So collection of all those prime numbers will be a set. Okay. So set can be defined in many ways. Okay. Now next we'll move on to represent a set. Okay. First, let's take an example. Now, suppose there is a set. So we denote the set. Uh, Actually, we write the element of the set using inside these brackets. Okay. So whatever be the elements of the set, okay, we will write those elements within these brackets. Okay, we will use specifically this bracket only to write a set. Now, for example, let's take natural numbers from 1 to 5. Okay, so these are the natural numbers. So these are the natural numbers up to 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are collection of natural number up to 5. Okay. Now this is a set. So we denote the set using a capital letter. So let's denote the set A by A. Okay. So we have written a set that has 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have denoted this set using this letter, capital letter A. Okay. So for any set we will use only capital letter. Okay. But what if we want to represent the element of a set? So for that we will use small letters. So for the element of a set, we use small alphabetic letters. So A, B, C. Okay, these small letters will be used for elements of the set. But to denote the complete set, we will use only capital letters only. Okay. Next, we will move on to some other example. Now, there are specific letters for specific set. Okay. For example, capital letter N is used for set of all natural numbers. Z is used for set of all integers. Q is used for all rational numbers. And then R is used for real numbers. Okay. Then Z plus is used for set of positive integers. Q plus is used for positive rational numbers, and R plus is used for positive real numbers. Okay, so basically we will use this all representation in other chapter or in this chapter also. So these are specific. So don't use this capital letter N or capital letter Z for other sets. Okay, because this is used on this correct. This is used so much क्योंकि ये जो एन है जेड है क्यू है ये बहुत बार यूज होता है ठीक है बहुत जगह पे यूज होता है फिक्स हो गया so we will not use these letters in other sets okay next we will move on to the representation of set okay next we will move on to representation of set representation of set okay now we can represent a set in two forms okay or we can say there are two methods of representation there are two methods of representation so first method is roster form first method is roster form and the second method is set builder form so first method is roster form second method is set builder form so roster form is also called a tabular form and this set builder form I think there is another name for set builder form that is a property form we can use that name also so before that, I want to discuss another thing. Now, suppose this element one, this element one, this element one is a this one is an element of set A. Okay, so let's write another set B. Okay, let's say this set B have some other element six, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, okay, let's move this below. Now, let's say this set B has element 6, 7, 8, 9, and set A has element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, element 1 only belong to set A, that 1 do not belong to set B. Similarly, the element 6 belong to set B, not A. Okay. Now, we use a specific symbol. This symbol is used for belongs to. Okay. Now, this element 1 belongs to set A. So we will write this way. This is the way to write that element 1 belongs to set A. Similarly, element of 6 belongs to set B. Okay? Because that symbol is called belongs to. So we can write in this form. Okay? Now, also I can say that element 1 do not belong to set B element 1 do not belong to set B. So we will just cut this out. Okay. So this is a way to write which element belong to particular set and which element do not belong to particular set. Okay. Now similarly I can write that 6 do not belong to set A. Okay. So we'll just cut that symbol. Okay. So so basically this belongs to this is not belongs to. Okay. Now Now we will move on to roster form and set builder form. Okay, so we will discuss this in the next video. Thank you.